My name is Matikiti. I'm actually an anti-corruption champion. I work for Transparency International as the Regional Progressive Officer. To me, my vision or my profession as an anti-corruption champion is to see a free Zimbabwe anchored with values of transparency, accountability, and integrity. I think over the past year, we've noticed that as a nation, we are losing billions out of issues to do with corruption. So as a nation, I think we are still lagging behind when it comes to how best can we fight corruption as a nation. Recently, we have been working on quite numbers of projects as an organization. Our focus as an organization are issues around transparency and accountability within natural resource governance. We also have a component of gender corruption within our program, where we'll be looking at how best we can fight extortion. This is another form of gender-based violence and corruption. Over the past years, we've noticed how women are actually affected by corruption more than men. So as an organization or as an anti-corruption champion, we thought maybe we should do more to ensure that at least as a nation, we see our nation going further when it comes to issues around fighting corruption within our country. Extortion is a form of corruption where women are actually asking for sexual favors from men for them to get services. So to us as an organization or to Transparency International, extortion can be defined or can be viewed in two forms. As one, as a form of corruption, then at the same time as a form of gender-based violence. As a nation, I think we should invest more into corporate transparency. We have noticed that the mining sector in Zimbabwe has been actually characterized by a lot of secrecy. For us to actually achieve the 12 billion mining economy, as a nation, we should ensure that corporate transparency should be actually disclosed, and we should also know that who are the beneficial owners of some of those companies which are actually very active within the mining sector, so that at least the communities and the nation at large can really know how much are we getting from the natural resources that we have in our country, or that are being exploited by some of those bigger companies from outside. Yeah, as a nation, the fight against corruption is not a one-man band, but however, we do believe that as a nation, there should be a multi-stakeholder approach when it comes to the fight against corruption. We should have civil society organization, we should have the government, we should have the general citizens coming out together to ensure that at least they fight corruption within our nation. Of course, we might talk of several laws that we have in our country, several institutions that we have, such as if you look at civil society organizations such as Transparency International and others, of course they are trying to do their best in terms of fighting corruption. But we do believe that in terms of the laws that we have, as a nation, we should actually fully invest more into the implementation of some of those laws. Because you notice that over the past years, of course, as a nation, we've come up with so many legislation that are there to ensure that we fight corruption. But however, as a nation, we've always seen ourselves lagging behind when it comes to implementation of some of those laws. So I do believe that as a nation, we should actually take a broader approach towards the fight against corruption. We should come up together as all different stakeholders in this whole fight against corruption, so that in the end we will see a change in our nation.